Yeah, no.
Sounds like a movie.
I've been doing too much Hallmark. Can't concentrate. What?
DJ.
What's up?
Got kidnapped. DJ hit the scratch.
The wrong buttons.
Yeah.
Most DJs take a while to like unplug their stuff and wrap up. You just pull the plug that fast.
I'm out.
You guys introduced the show while I was gone, right?
Nope.
Can you hear me? I'm coming through.
Yep.
Sorry about that technical difficulty, but it is a Can't Tell Us Nothing show, everybody. We got John / Booby Miles. We got Taylor. We got Dimitri. We got myself, Antoine. Can't Tell Us Nothing. H-Town Improv Group.
H-Town.
And we take the podcast, we'll chat, discuss, share our opinions on whatever. And if something inspires a scene, we hop right into it. It's all good. How's everybody doing? It's the middle of November right now. It's the 15th. It's cold outside.
It's cold.
I like it.
Me too.
I like it. I'm welcoming the cold.
Mm-hmm. Me too. I do have some aches and pains because of the cold, but I can deal with those.
It's nice for the fashion, bad for the warmth. Winter fashion is
it's officially cuffing season.
Yay!
Yeah. What are the dates that cuffing season runs? Is it like official dates?
I want to say it's probably after Halloween is like the official. It's usually pretty cold.
November 1st.
November 1st. Let's just officially give it. Actually, we'll Google if it's cuffing season.
Yeah. Get the facts. Get the facts if it's cuffing season. If you're not cuffed right now,
wrong facts. Yeah.
Hurry up and get cuffed. If you already
By the
cuffed,
way, cuffing season for our viewers refers to a period in time where single people begin looking for short-term partnerships to pass the colder months of the year. Usually begins in October and lasts until after Valentine's Day.
Yep. You get all the holidays smushed into one. You get a Christmas, you get a Valentine's, and then you get lonely.
And spring comes, and then all the cakes
shed that weight. And get back to business.
Shed the clothes, shed the weight, and shed the cufflinks, and you are out of there.
That's crazy. Oh yeah.
I wonder if more breakups happen like in the beginning of spring or summer. Like I wonder if there's a lot of breakups around that time. And it would suck to break up with somebody during the cold winter months, you know?
Yeah, I like to think that people, as the year starts, they're probably starting to plan possible vacations and trips, and that they ask themselves, do I want to take this person with me on this trip? Because I can't go on it alone. It's going to be weird. I don't have a good excuse for not bringing them.
Right.
But I got to book this plane ticket.
Hey, that's the thing you need to check out about a partner, though. You got to travel with somebody. Live with them, travel with them, sleep with them. You got to do those two things before you say.
That goes against the guidance that I grew up hearing.
Live with them too.
Yeah, you hold hands for a while.
Wow, you jumped straight to holding hands?
Straight to holding hands.
Whoa, Antoine, slow down.
Whoops. Whoops, I forgot about the picket fence rule where you can only see them with the fence between you. My bad.
Whoa, you're making direct eye contact? You can. Oh my God.
Only use reflective surfaces. Don't you know this?
Mm-hmm. But
that's how the devil gets you.
Quick question though, Tandy. What is your scale like? So for you, how much value do you put in sleeping with somebody part? And is there like a certain like calibration that you're like, oh, you sleep with them? If do they have to be really good, and then all the other things can be mediocre? Could they be really bad, but everything else is really high? Do you let people grow into the level you want them to be? If it's all these questions. I got a million questions.
Okay, so of the three things, right? If we're gonna put them all on a scale, a weighted scale, right?
Mm.
Can you live with them first, right? Because screwing fucking ain't guaranteed. Nah, let's just say that. You never know what might happen. I'm not saying
if I'm living with you, we are
guaranteed.
smashing. It is guaranteed. I'm not living with somebody. I'm not.
If your partner lost their genitals in a tragic accident or use of their genitals.
If I'm not married, then I've no obligated to stay.
If you're married,
my opinion.
I'm saying if you're married, right? And that happens, right? Even if like down the road you're gonna break up, you're still gonna live together for some point in time. You gotta be with somebody you can live with, right? Because you live there. You gotta do that, right? So I would think that's like number one. Gotta be able to live with them. And then two, what was it? Live, sleep. What was the other one? Travel. If your partner got their genitals mangled in an accident, let's say they get better, and you just might want to go to Jamaica to relax after the long hospitalization. You got to be able to travel with them. You got to be able to get along, do all that, getting on and off the plane, and luggage gets lost. Everybody got to have they roles. Do they want to go outside the whole time, or do they want to stay in? You got to be able to like put that together, right? And then the sex. The sex is important. All of these things to me are equally important, but if I have to weigh them, then that's going to be the thing, because you're not going to grow into a better traveler. That's a disposition. I think the way you live, that can be kind of, you could work on certain things about living with someone, but you also have to be sexually compatible. And that doesn't necessarily mean you're great at it or whatever, but there's some compatibility. There's some kind of way it works for the two. Sure. If you don't know that and you just go in, it's like, I just look. You can take it how you want to take it.
So instead of like going to the bar and meeting someone for a one night stand, you should say they should come home and stay with you for like a month, go on a trip, and then get to potentially the one night of sex, and that will tell you everything you need to know about the prospect.
What you should do is like by yourself, just travel by yourself to like Jamaica, stay in go to a really nice hotel, have a room there, and just stay in the lobby and just see if somebody needs somebody to stay with, or something happens, they need a place to stay, and then they can come and like live with you. You can see how you two get along, in that situation, let things develop, and then there you go. You got it all right there.
Okay.
No. Hey, this
I like
is
it, man. It makes sense to me. It makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Giving it away for free.
Living with people, you got to be able to live with them. You got to be able to travel with them. Traveling can be very stressful.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. You don't want to be mad on vacation. It is not fun.
Yeah, it's only so much 15 to 20 minutes of sweet love making can compensate for.
There you go.
100%.
Everybody know that. Everybody that know. Yeah, that's some good. Like if you can't like teach your kids or your grandkids because you're leaving this earth, that's some good advice. Listen, come to the
come closer.
Come closer. Let me tell you.
I mean, but that's really important though. People don't put enough. People don't put enough value on. Am I going to get along in all of these different areas that mean a lot to me, right? When you're young, you're just driven by all these hormones and desires and all of these fantasies, and sex just seems like it's the most coveted thing that you can get with a person. But we all know people that had sex. I know people that had sex with a whole bunch of people and are repulsed by them because, they would never want to have a social relationship with them or take them to, Disney World or something like that, right? Something that's going to make a memory for you. This is all about the pleasure. And, I don't know if y'all seen Pinocchio, but you saw what happened at Pleasure Island, right? They turned into donkeys. Jackasses, some people would say. Don't turn into a jackass. Chasing that pleasure. Check out the movie if you haven't seen it. The old one, not the new one. The new ones. Okay. I don't like the live action Disney movies.
Does it come out already? Oh,
Tom Hanks played Geppetto, and I actually think he did well. But the original one, I think, was kind of like Thriller. Nobody's going to recreate a new version of Thriller. Thriller was good enough. It's okay being an old version of Thriller. We don't need Chris Brown redoing Thriller and having these new dance moves and the better CGI. Some stuff don't need new stuff, you know. The point I'm saying is don't be a jackass.
Don't be a jackass. That's it. You talk about like the original Disney animation?
Right.
That one versus anything
I'll
else.
even take the remastered one, but don't do the new live action.
Okay.
Kind of like when they did the new live action Lion King and they had the actual lions talking, and that wasn't cool.
Die Hard animation fans, I reckon.
Personally.
Is there? Wait, you said? Oh, I thought you said there was a Die Hard animation.
Wait, Die Hard was animated first.
Die Hard animation fans. Ooh, animated Die Hard. It is Christmas time.
I think that would be awesome. An animated Die Hard would be fire to me, especially if it's like an Adult Swim.
I've mentioned to you guys there's an animated Fast and Furious, right? There's a show on Netflix. It's for like 10-year-olds, but it's Fast and Furious. You follow like Toretto's cousin or nephew or something and his super spy adventures.
Oh my god.
It's all right.
Never heard of it, so it doesn't sound like it's
a
good.
Cartoon spinoff.
Yes. Cartoon spinoff.
It sounds like a gateway to get like younger kids into these franchises so they'll never die. Right? He's like giving like an animated spinoff of Sex in the City. Like we focus on like Amanda's son. Amanda and whatever his name is.
We got to Tandy pitching this to a group of executives.
Go ahead, Tandy. We don't have all day.
Sorry, I dropped my pen. I'll just pick that up here.
Very busy.
Okay.
Now I have a 2:00 with Dave Chappelle.
Okay. So basically, what it is well, Sex in the City ended, and so many women were upset, and they're now grown and they've got families of their own and husbands, and we thought we'd try to get the audience back. Okay, just picture it. Give me a second here. You do recall that her name was Amanda, had a son with Steve.
Oh, I see. You have a board here. You're pointing
at a board here.
Okay.
So we got
I see. I'm assuming now. Oh yeah. Amanda.
That kid. Yeah. And then we've got Charlotte. Charlotte adopted a little girl, right? So what do these kids have to do? In the actual series, they just pop up. They're seen as members of the family. But I thought there's something more. Those kids have a story to tell, and it should be animated. So featuring the children from Sex in the City. What do you guys think?
That's what you want to call it, the children from Sex.
That's the name of it.
Oh, I get it. I didn't. Right, children from Sex. Yeah, because we were really trying to avoid the whole sex angle since it's animated and it's geared toward kids. But I really stepped in it there. Huh? Hey, wow. Yeah.
Okay, so that's the name of it. All right.
We are trying to increase our children's viewership here at HBO Max.
We are.
So are you saying that are there going to be any scenes of intercourse?
Oh my God.
No.
I mean, we were all thinking that. I was like, what?
No.
How is the... Okay, explain.
Is it going to be like Saved by the Bell with intercourse in it? I'm just trying to visualize.
Let me calm your minds. There will be no intercourse in it. Okay, these children. Just take, if you don't mind. I just have a couple of lines of dialogue.
What about between what's that woman's name? The blonde one.
I know.
Not the other blonde one, the older one.
The very sexually promiscuous.
Yeah, what was her name?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, yes, it's escaping me right now because we kind of wrote her out of this. We really didn't want her.
I mean, if she was in it, she'd have to bang somebody.
Yeah.
Right. There's like
and if she had a child, then I'm sure genetically the child will inherit
everybody's going to be thinking
banging gene.
Yeah, this is starting to make sense to me now, guys. Tandy, do you mind if we make a few notes on this board here? Just put in what we're learning here about the show.
Let's make some notes here.
Go ahead.
Okay, so let's make a few changes here. This I think this needs a few car chases as well. Maybe a few.
Her name is Samantha, by the way.
So,
yes, let's put some car chases in there. I like that. I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
Everybody loves car chases.
That's true. Yeah.
I guess we could write that in as the mothers are walking their children to their very expensive private schools. Maybe a car chase.
Ooh,
you might go by.
And some international espionage. Everyone loves that. Everyone loves a good international espionage mystery.
So, adults love that. Kids love that. Carmen Sandiego.
Carmen Sandiego.
Inspector Gadget.
Well, I mean, I think those are all really good ideas. I was really trying to stick with like
what if Carrie Bradshaw was a spy the whole time and the kids found out? You see what I'm saying?
That's awesome.
The kid found out. And Samantha was an undercover officer who also bangs everybody.
This is
and the kids found out, and it's up to the kids to stop an international terrorist.
Kind of does it sound
this
like the show you're envisioning? Yeah.
Not at all. You guys have
should.
Yeah.
This should be the show.
That gives me an idea. You remember that scene in Forrest Gump where the mom banged the principal to get Forrest in the school?
I think we all remember that scene.
What if Samantha did that in this show?
It sounds like you guys are just trying to bring back Sex in the City with all the banging, and then you throw in a couple of some other kinds of shows in there with some.
We just think the show could be faster, is what we're saying,
and more furious,
and more fancy.
Trying to make everything faster.
Fast and the Furious.